Hannah B. Johnson, and this is Hidden and Holy. In this corner of the digital world, we'll gather together for a few moments to share a reading, to sing a melody, really to find some encouragement for the day from a place of prayer and of praise. Thank you for being here. Let's get started. Why now? I ask this with sincerity and from a place of utter exhaustion. How could I take on such a thoughtful task in a time where I rarely finished a thought? Driving down the road, I cried out to the Lord to tell him how busy I was, how worn I was, how unholy I was. I sought direction and permission to wait longer to fulfill this instruction laid firmly in my heart nearly 3 years before. The day drove on, and bedtime was turbulent. The echoes of crying children and requests for one last sip of water kept the silence I hungered for just out of my reach. I fell asleep, heavy with hope of new mercy and the quiet of dawn ahead of me. Lord, help me wake up and seek you. The sun shone through the bedroom window, and it was quiet. How long had it been since I had simply awoken without hearing my name? It is a treasure to have a full home and life. It also comes at a cost. Self. Even when I do my best at self-care and meet my needs, I still must sacrifice some of my wants to be the healthy, thoughtful mother and wife I aspire to be. I want to wake up in the quiet of morning to breathe before the busy day begins, but often wet pajamas or hungry stomachs or excited giggles grace my bedside long before my alarm is set to awaken me. On this quiet morning, I promptly arose from my bed. My Bible and journal were already in their place on the side table. The room was tidy, thanks to a husband who knew it would matter. I sat down and asked the Lord again, why now? Pieces of Isaiah 40 repeated in my head. I opened the word and read it again, finding fresh wind for my sails in each verse and pausing at the end. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Isaiah 40, 29 through 31. The image of Elijah, an old prophet who had just poured out his heart in grief and obedience to God, running ahead of a chariot for miles, came to my mind. The power of the Lord came on Elijah, and tucking his cloak into his belt, he ran ahead of Ahab all the way to Jezreel. 1 Kings 18:46. The Lord made it clear to me that now is his time, so that I would always remember it was his power that brought forth this work. I'll tuck my proverbial cloak into my belt and start writing. You've just heard the preface to my book, Prayerful Pieces, Storied Moments of Tending the Heart. For the first few episodes of this podcast, Hidden and Holy, we're going to dive in and enjoy the moments from this book that they might show you the way that prayer and life are woven together in the most ordinary of moments. Thank you for listening. I'm so glad that you're here.